Hey, what's up, guys? You all know what time it is. Welcome to Let's Talk Epic. This is the place where you witness extreme media exposure. Our goal is to introduce to you the people who are rich and famous to keep you inspired and motivated. Alright, today's guest is a successful entrepreneur from Dimapur, the owner of MW Enterprises, Sir Moa Walling. Hi, Odi. Thank you so much for saying yes and coming on. It is so good to see you. How are you?
It's a great pleasure, and also I feel very honored just to be sitting next to you and also having this time in my life. Thank you.
Yes, sir. When I was walking in, I saw a beautifully modified Jeep outside the compound. What a beautiful Jeep you have there. When did your fascination with Jeeps or vehicles or cars started, Odi? Why the love for Jeep?
No, that will be a very long story.
Right.
Because during our time, all we could find was Jeep. And the dream that we have to own a car in life was only Jeep, because we could see only the Jeeps.
Right.
So that relationship between Jeep and myself developed from the childhood.
Right.
So from the early days, I owned a Jeep during my college days also. It was a petrol Jeep.
Okay, since college days,
yes.
you're into Jeeps.
And then with that Jeep only, I could do my graduation. My first business I was doing also was with Jeep only.
Right.
Then when people started owning Jeepsy and other new cars, I was still running with a Jeep.
Okay.
So that's the connection I have. Right. And after that, since Jeep became outdated,
Kind of.
I started following the Jeep modified.
Right.
This is the second Jeep that I'm buying.
Right.
So I always feel that Jeep should be with me, and I feel that it's a lucky charm for me also.
Yeah, it's such a nice car. It's such a beautiful car, and you have really customized it very well.
I didn't. It was customized by Punjab, from Punjab.
Right.
So I just went for the ready-made one from the Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was in Facebook. So I just had to make the order. Little thing that they say whether to add or not, whether you like to be of this type, this model or not. Otherwise, there was a best Jeep that they have already completely modified. Then on that, I was asked for option. That's all.
Okay, that's why it has the PB license plate.
Yeah, RG Rajasthan. Earlier one was PB.
Right.
Yes.
If you don't mind, can I land it for one day? Can I take it for a spin?
Of course, because
I am so much into cars.
Yeah, it's not comfortable one.
Right.
Unlike the other cars, but when you sit there, you feel something like you are out of the town. So
Sure.
That feeling
I would like to show off. Right, Meadow. We can show off in the Jeep, this Jeep, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so speaking of Jeeps and modifications, like you said, so many people are into modifications. So many Jeeps are coming out. Gypsies modifying. We copy one another. Too much, I believe. I mean, are we Nagas that good in copycats? I mean, are we that good? Are we Nagas copycats? Why is it happening? If so,
yeah, Nagas are also good. I have seen lots of
Good
local
copycats.
modified coming up and also on the road.
right.
Only thing I see is we don't do it professionally. Just, but it's good. It's good.
It's good in a way.
Yes, it's good, and
To
I
copy
think
one another.
they customize in such a way that according to the route they are doing it. Only the foolishness I realized after buying the vehicle is we don't need that monster dive or big tires. Because
I love the tires on this
yeah,
one. I
yeah,
love the
it will not run properly. Second thing is it is more of a hindrance on your ride. Because it has got so many things to take just by having that big tire.
Right.
And we don't have good road also where you can fly swiftly.
Sure.
So
So an SUV is more your choice.
of course, it's for comfort. SUV and all.
Off-road, I mean.
Yes.
Yeah. But Ode,
Yes.
not just in vehicles or modified jeeps or whatever, in business or in any other areas, we tend to copy too much, right?
We will have to see.
Why? Why is that?
No.
Why do we copy?
Because see, we don't have any inventory space or arena platform where inventors or new ideas are given a chance.
Okay.
So what you have to do is you have to copy others.
Does that mean I'm not creative enough? We are not creative enough? Bad mindset? Because I thought it's because of a bad mindset, lack of ideas.
Now see, let me put an example on that.
Sure.
If you are a good singer,
Okay.
but if you are not given a chance or given a platform, where will your talent get the exposure? And everything, it should be polished. So unless you get a regular space, a platform where your talents are motivated or it is encouraged, polished, you will not become a professional. So in that way, even our own entrepreneurs, whoever it is, including me only, we copycat others, we learn from others, and we are trying to do that one. And that also we cannot succeed, because the problem is the concept that the people has. I was telling the other day to my friends, unless our mind is educated, development won't take place.
Right. Yes.
It is our mentality that gets the perception.
Yes,
It is our mentality that needs to be prepared first. Otherwise, anything happening around, it will be a question mark, it will be sometime like nonsense to us, because we are not mentally prepared to accept what changes is coming to us.
Ode, I know sometimes you, after a hard day's work, you want to unwind or you want to have a good time on the weekend. You're a busy man. We like to have a glass of wine. I'm sure you have a glass of wine from time to time. I mean, speaking of wine, that's why I want to ask your opinion. What's up with the NLTP Act? I mean, is it going away? Will it go away, or is that a hindrance?
See, NLTP Act, it is, I may sound a little critical here.
Right.
But to me personally, NLTP Act is
You can speak.
just a emotionally attached act, not professional act. I have seen the other day that some of the, in some group, some gentlemen, they have passed a comment. Is it a religious based
Right.
policy?
Right.
Or is it a social based policy? Because see, all these things comes under social living. It is within the social activity. But NLTP Act seems a religious act passed by the government.
Okay.
And everything is emotionally related.
Right.
The act was passed in 1989. And I feel, I was quite young at that time. But now I feel that in 1989, maybe the situation was such, or the living standard of Naga was such, that we had to pass an LTP Act to have a better life. But the same act, we cannot say that it should be applicable or it should be imposed at this year to this generation. So not only us, all over the world, the society kept changing. Society kept amending.
Right, exactly.
Policies, acts,
Yes,
everything
sir.
is amended, changed,
Yes, sir.
updating themselves.
Yes, sir.
But Nagas are so emotionally attached that NLTP is like a satanic god
Right,
or something
right,
like it is a devil work. So unless we reason ourselves, unless we try to feel the reality of what is going towards throughout the world, I think Nagas, we are lacking, and this act especially is something that
I can't understand.
every individual of Naga they are taking it as the scapegoat.
Right. You have rightly said it. It's more of a...
Can you substantiate on our former Chief Minister S.C. Jami's statement that he made in regard to NLTP Act? Because he said something that church has nothing to do with the NLTP Act. So I think
Of course, when it comes to law,
to drink is sin. Okay.
see, we have, no, not like that. See, we have different responsibilities. Religious is about controlling the moral activity or moral sense of a person. And the other group, they are the law enforcing agencies to see the outward appearance, the activity, how we do behave.
exactly.
So I think this liquor or whatever it is, drugs, whatever activity, including the tax and all this, religious, they can break or they can just encourage them not to do. That is morally, they are responsible. But government has every right to amend, pass a bill. So we are diluting it. We are mixing it up. We are now mixing the responsibility, and that's how we get confused.
And to prohibit liquor in our state, is that going to make people stop drinking? I mean,
see, it's
too complex.
It's an individual choice whether to drink or not.
Yes.
Whether to buy or not. It's
Whether to sell or not.
true. It's a choice.
Exactly.
Everybody knows that
Yeah.
it is bad. Drinking wine, drinking
Yes.
scotch. It's not good. That everybody knows. Even smoking also. Right? Even chewing tobacco also.
Exactly.
It is
It's
bring
injurious
one.
to health. But is it a sin to have a glass of wine? Because from the West, I mean, a glass of wine over dinner, it's normal. It's a routine, right? It's not a big deal. But over here, I drink a glass of wine, oh, like you said, that's satanic. That's the devil. It's a sin. Yes, it's written, smoking is injurious to health, drinking is injurious to health, but why are we making it a big deal, even to drink a glass of wine? And the egg is going to help that. I mean, stop you from drinking your glass of wine.
See, drinking or whatever it is of its own choice.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
So what I feel is, if someone is having drink means it is his choice. He want to have it, knowing that it is bad, it will harm his own liver, it will damage everything inside
Sure.
the interior part. Yet we drink. Why? Because it gives us pleasure to drink. We choose that to make us happy or relax somehow. So it is. I don't think it's a sin when you are not harming the others.
Okay.
See, I don't think I'm wise. I will be wise enough and the right person to describe as sin. But what I feel is,
Sure.
what your conscience doesn't accept, what other conscience doesn't accept, it's a wrong thing in life. Whether it's a sin or not, I don't know. But if your conscience accept and if you are doing doesn't harm the other, I don't think it's a sin or it's a wrong thing.
Yeah.
Because, see, we have become so negative. We never give chance to the positive side,
Right.
the brighter side
Exactly.
of something that happens.
You're spot on.
So-
We are a negative race of people, right, Odi?
True. And that's how we are backtracking.
Thank you for
We
it.
always go back,
Right.
backward.
Exactly, Odi. The more negative, the more backward you go.
Yes.
Okay.
That's how people see in us. That's what we reflect ourselves. That's how we show ourselves to the others. Our negativity is making us insecure. Our negativity is something where we take defense of our own failure. Because, see, if you want change to happen in your life, first thing about your changes to happen is your acceptance. Unless you accept, unless you say that I'm wrong or I'm weak, there's no change. So in anything, if you don't update, or if you are not positive enough, changes will not come, changes will not happen.
Right.
That's what I want to say.
I feel like people should hear your voice and people should learn a thing or two from you, sir.
There are lots people who think in that way, but they think in a very secluded way, in a very goner side, and nobody wants to take risks. Everybody says, why should I spoil my days by just talking rubbish? I learned from a book. Once somebody wrote, the world is getting bad to worse, not because of bad people,
Right.
but it is because of the silence of the good people. Good people are people who are well-to-do, who has got at least something to refresh themselves, who has got time enough to think about the society or the other one. But these people, this group of people, they always try to be on the safer side. They will never try to indulge on what is going bad.
The so-called negative.
Yes,
people.
and the one who take the risks, will be blamed by everybody. If I speak something tonight, tomorrow a group may go against me.
Exactly.
Eh?
Talk
So
behind each other's back.
nobody wants to take the risks. So everybody wants to be on the comfortable seat.
Right.
So that's how world is getting bad to worse, because of the silence of the good people.
Nice. Nice.
And that's what I always talk to myself. That's the only source of encouragement. When I wake up, I always speak to myself, "Arey, Moa, go out, take a risk." Unless you take the risk, what's the meaning of living? And unless you take a risk, how will change happen in your life? If you don't take risks, you'll remain the same. That's what I feel.
Sure. Nice. Odi, I'm not saying because just the fact that you're here, I have learned so many things from you. You're such a learned man, and I love your charisma. Your charisma is so special to me, something I admire of you. And I really think people should learn something from you out of our conversation here tonight. Speaking of business and selling of liquor or whatever, somebody will sell liquor, his next door neighbor will do the same. Somebody will open up a store, a grocery store, his friend will do the same, likewise. I open up a stationery, probably you might do it the next day.
Koima is one of the best examples.
That's why. So,
Yeah.
Odi, why is that? The business strategies. Are we failing as an economy, as a market, or we don't have new ideas to come up with? I open up a grocery store, you do the same. I have money, let's open together, let's go. That's the mentality we have here. Right.
See, in that we can make it into two categories. One is doing business.
Yes.
Second thing is living together. Now see, when it comes to business, if a person open a shop, and I'm telling you, if you open a grocery shop and you are the lone person who has a shop, you will not fulfill the demand of the society.
Okay.
And it will take a lot of things on you, because you will have to have the small one also, the big one also. So
I need to meet every demand.
Yes. So coming up together, it is also good. If you are opening a shop, next to you, let me also can open a shop, which will support to you. But here in Nagaland, we're not doing it like that.
Right.
And the Marwari community, they open shop. Their grandfather opens a shop. Their father opened the
Pass it
shop.
down.
Same, yes, and then they will spread, help each other to dominate the marketing. But Nagas, we block each other. So the motive behind us is more important. It is also good that every Nagas are opening a shop together, or the same shop. But if the motive is not good, it will harm. It will not only harm the other, but it will harm his business also. Because business and also the farming. I was discussing with my local people that in every village or every rural areas, you will see so many farmers farming happening.
Yeah.
Now, why we get flop or why we don't get good marketing is because only few people are doing the farming. So in a remote area, if I'm the lone farmer and I put varieties of things in my farm,
Okay.
it is sure that it will be stolen also, right? Because you don't get. Now if all the villagers started farming, if I have also potato in my field, you also have potato, then why should I steal? So that is how we do social coming up together and doing business, and that's how we can occupy. Now just say, if you have planted apples in your farm, and you are the only one in your village who is doing apple farming, you're remaining the whole villager will steal your apple.
Kind of.
True, that's the fact, because you don't have.
Sure.
We steal only things which we don't have.
But okay.
So yes,
Okay, I'm planting apples.
yes.
Why can't somebody else plant or grow pineapples, grapes? Why apples again?
Now coming
Whatever
to,
I'm doing,
no,
or you're
coming to
doing.
reality. If our place, our location would have been near to the market, that is different thing. But see, from Dimapur, we have our market center at Dimapur.
Right.
From Dimapur to Kohima, it takes maybe 2 hours.
2 hours. The
So-
road is getting better.
Yes. If you are farming apple and you are alone who is dealing with the apple, see
Okay.
how much you can produce in a year. And that's how we lose in the market. If your farm gives you 50 kgs of apple, you'll have to wait, you'll have to plug it for 1 week. Okay, 50 into 60 comes to 300 kg, right? So unless you get that 300 kg, you cannot hire a vehicle. Are you calculating? Now see, if 2 of you are farming, in 3 days, you can sell
Calculate.
it.
I'm not exactly calculating. I'm not good at maths.
Yes.
I have to get engaged in it.
I'm not good at mathematics.
I'm coming in.
Now see, that's why.
Yes.
So the hire will be same, I'm telling you. The cost price of the hire.
Sure.
You'll have to hire a vehicle, and 3 days you are selling your harvest. If you are doing it alone, you'll have to wait for 6 days
Yeah.
to get the quantity of the demand. So that's why it is good if market is near. If your area, if your plot is near the market only, then you can plant anything, sell it in the evening, do that. But if it is something out of the market, okay, you will have to supply to the market, right?
Right.
So to Dimapur, if you keep on supplying 50 kg every evening, that will be a headache for you. But if 4 or 5 of us grew together, apple, joint venture, then in a day, if we are 5 or 6, in a day, your 50 kg, yours is 50 kg, mine 50 kg, we can supply every evening.
Right.
That's how market is controlled, by supply. And outside the brainer, we all should have that first. Because you alone doing that, I have seen a lot of people, Naga people doing farming alone.
Okay.
And that's how they face the problem.
Okay.
There are lots of rubber farmers. They don't come together, so the market, they don't have, how to say, union. So he will sell at a lesser price, and I need money more than him, so I can sell it lower at the lower price than him. So we lost the market value, right?
Right.
But if we come together, a truck will come, even the hire also you calculate it. If on 50 kg you are paying 1,000, if on the same 1,000 will be paid for the 300 kg also, right? Because you'll have to hire a pickup either or a truck. You divide that hire charge among the cultivators, then you are also getting something benefit out of it. He will also get something benefit out of it. And when your quantity increase, demand will also increase. Now see, and the market, who will come for 50 kg? Who will give importance to a farmer who can only produce 20, 30 kgs, right? But if the production is high, then our demand will also be high. Our importance in the market will also get higher. So that's how we should dominate the business.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm just being a selfish person then. Want to do everything alone.
Yes,
Want to profit by myself.
Even in our days, I've realized this one just a few years back only. Even in our days also, if I get a new idea, I want to be the owner of that idea. I don't want to share it to anyone because I want to get rich myself first.
Right.
And I want to see that the others are below me. So that ideology, that kind of mentality, pulled me down. Till now, I could not produce anything.
Seriously.
True.
With that mentality, you're not happy.
Yes,
you're
very
not
much.
happy.
Now I'm encouraging all my farm area to cultivate anything that you want. I want to help them.
Okay.
I've sent tractors. I have sent power trailer. I'm asking them, come up, do something.
Yeah. I
Cultivate something. I will do vegetation. Now in that vegetation, it is not that in vegetable there are more than 1,000 varieties. So I cannot cover everything. So I'm asking them, requesting them, come up. I will help you in some way.
I believe you.
Blowing, and then cleaning up the jungle, I will help. And even in our area, there was a problem of water. Because we don't have proper drainage system, we don't have proper tap. So I told them I will take some well, and I have 2 well now, and one is deep hole.
Just for your farm.
Yeah.
That is nice.
Right.
Because water is one thing.
Sure. It's the main source. Sure.
Basically, water is very important to set up a farm.
True. And we have applied for electricity also, so that we can fit motor on that.
Exactly.
So that's how we can help each other and grow together. Because I'm helping them, so that they help me also.
Exactly.
And if I do farming alone, in which market I will be good? Because if I have to sell it, the nearest is Joharhat. If I have to sell the market of Joharhat, they need in big quantity.
Right.
I cannot always send by a bicycle. So unless we come together, I don't think we can dominate the market.
What's interesting is, since when you have a selfish mentality, you are not a happy person. He's not a happy person.
True.
When he starts giving, being generous, encourage one another, he starts living his life to the fullest.
Exactly.
Because I myself, I hate to be around negative people. You know me very well, Meadow. I hate negative vibes. I hate negative people. I hate gossips. Whenever I see OD or I come into his presence, I feel this energy, right?
It's a motivation.
Yeah, this energy, this charm around him. Exactly. It's very compelling. It's very compelling.
Exactly.
Yeah, and he's a very healthy person for me.
That is true.
For myself, I don't know about you, but for me, I really look up
I feel
to
the same way too.
I really look up to Odi in a huge way. So, Odi, talking about business, farming.
Yeah.
I know you are a good music lover. You yourself sing very well. You have a high studio, private studio in your home.
Yeah.
Okay. And yet, though you're not professional, you don't go out there professionally on stages. You write your own songs, right, Ode?
True.
You write your own songs, you record your own songs.
Yeah.
Last time you let me hear a Christmas song
Yes.
you write yourself. I was impressed.
Exactly.
Someone like Odimoa, Sir Moa, not professional, writing his own songs, jamming it out.
Yeah.
What's happening with the other artists of our state? I just want to focus on this music thing. Since you are a music lover yourself, we barely write our own songs. Right, Ode? We still do cover songs.
Very true.
So
See,
that's not pure singer. That's not original singers. Can't call yourself professional, right? If you can't write your own songs, am I right?
yes, regarding music, actually, talent and life is a gift. And most of our young, talented people, they bought the price on that. And which really, really spoils their own gift. If it's a gift, it should be free.
Right.
So, in my association with the music thing, I always feel it's a gift. If I can sing, if it is making someone happy, then I think I'm gifted with something more than the others.
Right.
Exactly.
And you can write your own songs.
The composing songs and all these things, you need to have a clear mind. Anybody can compose a song, I'm telling you. I'm not trained musician or like that.
Right.
But when I'm happy, when my conscience is clear, the tune comes to me. And it comes to everyone. I've seen everybody humming their own tune. Why not that humming change into music? Why not that something that talks to you comes in lyrics? So everybody can do that, provided they have a clear conscience, they have a clear mind.
Even me, can I write my own song?
Yeah.
You know I love hip hop. You know I love the rap. I love hip
No,
hop.
see, writing a lyrics and composing a tune is different. So unless you have musical tuning, chords and all, you cannot compose a tune. Yet you can write a good lyrics. It is how you feel about yourself, how you see the world, that translation comes in lyrics.
Yeah.
Because in Hindi songs especially, which is of rich lyrics, the writers are a different person, the singers they are different, and musician they modify the tune. So I think it's a good thing of life. And only thing, most important thing is, if you are gifted with something, don't put the price on that. It will spoil you.
Okay.
Okay. I think if you are a singer, a footballer, of course professional, when you are becoming professional, when you get into profession, that is different. Not you, but the company or the club will put price on you.
Exactly.
But when you are yet to become that, don't price attack on yourself. Because it's a gift, you need exposure.
Absolutely.
It's a gift, you need it to be blessed in a good way. And first let the people see how good you are.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
Yes.
And speaking of price tags, say I'm a singer. You invite me to sing at your birthday party. I'm coming for a prize. I'm singing a song. And that's also a cover song. And I call myself a singer. Is that genuine? Is that fair?
Yeah, of course,
No,
because
Odi, that's not fair.
no. See, singer is someone who sings a song.
But they can't write their own songs.
No.
They can't write. I know people. Odi, I know people. They can't write their songs.
Of course, they may not write, but they can sing. So they are singer.
Okay.
Okay, anybody who can sing a song is a singer.
But they call themselves
Now see.
professionals.
Of course, composing songs and all these things, that comes into different category. As singer, it doesn't mean that every singer should write a song. But in the category of singing, singer, the very meaning of singer doesn't mean that he should write lyrics also. A singer is someone who sings a song, who can sing a song. So we should not be very cruel with that thing.
Okay.
Now I'll tell you one thing. You might have heard or may not. Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Most of the people won't like him singing because he sounds. He sings with his nose.
Right.
He sings off tune.
Okay.
Yet people love to hear him because of the lyrics.
Yes.
So each one of us has a different way of marketing. See, I will tell you. We all will go to the market. Okay?
Yes, sir.
We will buy something. And if we bring that home, the way you handle it, the way I handle it, the way you handle it, will have different pictures. Now see which one attracts the other. That matters more. Same is also the singing. There is a song. You will sing in a different tune. He will sing in a different tune. I will have my own fan. He will have his own lovers. You will also be liked by your own side. It doesn't mean that everybody will like the way only the way I do.
Yeah.
And there are lots of people in the world to whom we should satisfy them, to whom we are liable to satisfy. So anything that we do is good. Even if we don't like also, it is liked by somebody. Even if it is not good to us also, it is favorite of someone. So we cannot just block something or stop something because we don't like it.
Okay. That's fair enough.
Yes, so Nagas, of course, we don't get them. And I have seen lots of people, they started singing at the age of 12, 13, they will start singing from there. And they will stop singing at the age of 30. After getting married, they don't sing.
Exactly.
Now, where this talent vanish? Where this talent go?
Busy being a mother.
And
married.
you can take example from the other foreign countries who are equally talented or less talented than Nagas. They keep on singing till the age of 90.
Sure. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. And it sounds sweeter and sweeter. Right?
The more you mature.
That is music. Anything that you sound and then it appears beautiful, then that is music.
Okay.
But we are so, I don't know, we are so delicate to that. We always see that if one has to be a singer, he should be young enough, he should have a good look. No. Anybody that makes a good sound, good noise.
Exactly. So you're being into country songs and you're being into music, instruments. You can play guitar very well. You've got a good voice.
Oh,
You
this
have a
is the-
band of yourself.
This is the country I'm into hip hop.
Exactly. So, Odeda, I was like, you have a band. We were not aware, in fact, when we first met. And then you have your own studio set up right in your living room.
An exclusive one.
Yes, exactly. And whenever you have dinner parties, evenings, you just
Always a good
record
time.
Whenever you want. So I was like, how did this all happen? How did you first start with everything?
That's a good question.
Right.
No, actually, this is the experience that I have. And your whole life process and activity. The one good moment, if you are given a chance to make a choice, it's the singing sensation, the period that you are singing, right? Because see, we are talking, we also keep walking, we do dancing, but I don't find much happiness in doing other things than singing.
Right.
So what I always do is, whether I have or not, I need a good sound system. Whether I have this thing or not, but I need a microphone to sing.
Exactly. Because we were shocked. Actually, we were very shocked when we see you having all this set up. You bump
Yeah,
into
because we
this
don't normally
new house.
see this in our society.
Exactly. And this is something very new to us.
Or you are someone from the future.
Right.
No,
Like
no,
you're
no.
ready.
It is your choice. See, people, you go to other place, people has got 3, 4 luxurious car. They don't ride. They give it. That's your choice, right? My choice is sound system.
Yeah.
So why I do all these things? Because this makes me happy.
Right.
Right.
So I purchase, I buy, and I always try to update myself with the sound system, and that makes me happy. So that's a very personal thing. Yet I feel everybody, if they can do.
Sure.
See, if you are singing, whether it's a good thing or not, and if nobody says also, just by hearing your sound, you are singing, even with the off tune also, people outside, they will always feel that yes, Titu is happy today. Mitu is having a good mood today, right?
Right.
That's how you impart, how you
That's how you
show
radiate your
show
vibe.
show to the others.
Yeah. Radiate your energy. to
So
the
you become harmless to
Exactly.
the society. So singing, whether it sounds good or not, you just keep on singing. It will give you a lot of pleasure. And when you are happy, I'm sure you will do and think good things. When you are sad, everything appears
Right.
bad.
Right.
So just encourage yourself. Keep on singing.
So, Odi, can you please tell our audience, especially the startups who are venturing into showbiz and music industry, how to go about with and how to start with all these things? Because I think our society, at this very juncture, we are on the verge of stepping beyond the horizon, and yet.
And we need some
somebody-
fresh new
exactly,
ideas.
Exactly, that's what.
Some fresh new inputs into the
So,
system.
what do you say on that?
First thing, don't make a burden of it. If you have a talent, you want to sing, and if you make a burden in your life, the thing you need in your life becomes a burden in your life, you will not grow. With burden, nobody grows. If you have talent, try to polish it, try to make it better. Let other people say that you are doing good. Then automatically it will generate itself, and you'll always find a good way out. But we pressure ourselves too much. You have a talent. After taking training for 1-2 years, you need the best skater in the world. See, such kind of demand within yourself makes you dwarf. It don't let you grow.
Right.
Know your capacity first. If you have undergone a good training, try to do it with what you have. Right?
Right.
If you're good in football, play it nicely. Why are you so serious about your player boot? You want an imported player boot to play?
Right.
Are you after the player boot or after your talent? But
Right.
yes, we are so serious about
Yeah.
the other foreign things which we don't have also.
Yeah.
In a concert, we need the sound, not the gather, the cause of the gather.
We'll see.
But
We're so serious that we lose the grip.
yeah, we first try to have a gather which is worth or a imported gather. Our audience doesn't want the deck price of that gather.
Right.
They want how you play. But as a player, I am more focused on the material thing, not on my talent part. So that's how we lag, and it becomes a burden.
Right.
So when you are burdened with your own talent, when you are burdened with your own doings, how will you grow?
Sure. Yes, sir. The lifestyle you live, it's very admirable. It's very healthy for me. I'm being very repetitive, but I learn a lot from you, and I admire your lifestyle. We are coming to the end of the show, but before we end, we have a small little part. It's a game, Q&A. It's called Let Me Know. So let us know what you
Before
have in
wrapping up,
mind.
let's discuss on this issue, because our OD here, he is also one of the reputed personalities among the UGs.
Yeah. So what's that?
So basically, there has been a serious transition and transformation within our Nagas itself. I don't know how many underground groups we have right now, and then is it really helping in it, us in the society in any manner? The the divisions, the splitting of the undergrounds and everything. Because I think for now I never count the number of UGs.
Even me, I'm not.
Is it really helping the society?
I'm not so sure to pronounce the number.
Let's count.
Yeah.
But actually, this is not a good happening. It's a problem for all of us. Because see, we have only one problem. And for one problem, if we create so many groups, then I think we are not going on the right direction.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
First, identify what problem you have. And this what I keep telling to everyone. People used to come and ask me, see, when is the solution happening?
Yeah.
So I asked them back, what is your problem? What kind of solution you want? No, we are talking about Naga's solution. Naga's solution doesn't mean that I will bring something and then it will solve your problem. If you are a Naga, be a responsible Naga.
Yep.
Any solution that takes place should also solve your problem. You are ignorant about what is happening and then you are expecting that your problem will be solved. So that's the biggest problem that we are facing. Now, see, solution, the word solution means it is not final also. It's a very shallow word. Solution means you have a problem and then just to ease away that, I will give you something or someone will give you something and then it is solution. So, what kind of solution you need? And what actually is your problem? You identify yourself. Right?
Yes.
Naga cannot pronounce till now what is their problem. Have you ever heard somebody saying that Nagas has got this problem? We never try to arrange even a debate on that. What is our problem?
What is your problem?
Yeah. So when you have problem, you seek solution to that. You try to find solution for that.
Sure.
Unless you identify your problem, what's the meaning of having solution?
Right.
So there all of us have to put our mind, have a thorough study of that. Yes.
The problem is within ourselves.
Yeah, that's what
It's within.
I want to say.
Okay.
And coming up groups, it is of I don't know. It is of not trying to cooperate with each other.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
If I'm satisfied, if I have a clean mind and a strong belief, why should I have to open another faction to bring the same solution? Right?
Sure.
Together we can do. If it cannot be done together, we cannot do it by again dividing.
Everyone is talking about unity, but I don't think there is.
No, that's why the word unity is
That's what I want.
needed when we are disunited. That's why every year, every time, even the foreigners talks about Naga unity. It's a shame on Nagas. It shows that we are disunited.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why everybody will say Nagas unity, Nagas unity.
It's more obvious now that we're disunited.
Yeah, we are not united. That's why they are taking the chance of using the word unity.
Exactly.
Otherwise, if we are united, what is the meaning of having a unity among us?
So
There's
in
no
a
need.
nutshell, there is no unity in Naga's dictionary.
Okay.
As of now.
We have about 4 minutes to wrap up. Let's wrap up after this game.
Please.
It's called Let Me Know because there's so many things I want to know. That's the game. Let me know. Question 1. What's your biggest splurge or buy or spend? The biggest thing you've spent.
See, to be very frank, I have none, and I'm very careful on that. And I didn't get that much money also in my life, so there is not that one. But yes, when it comes to sound system, gun, and vehicle, I'm always ready. I will even borrow
ready.
if I like it. I will go down to my friends borrow from anywhere, and then I will buy. That's
A chief minister from yesterday, you like to see back in office.
see, that's a very
Very diplomatic.
very tricky question.
Yeah.
From the yesteryears, we are saying only one chief minister off and down, coming again, going when he wants to go. Again, he will come back if he wants to come back. So
Yeah.
let's take his name only, and others it's
Okay.
gone long back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't want the others back. A moment from your career you want to relive. Any specific moment you want to, oh, I love that.
Relief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, all of us, we all want to go back to our teenage days,
The good old days.
good old days, where we are less responsible, where we were not into any problem,
Yeah.
depending on parents. So that's the best time, I think, in life, where you have a mind free enough to imagine, where you have days enough to go around with friends.
Yeah.
Sure.
I will always try to relive on that.
One thing you would change about Nagaland, if you could, the one thing you would change, you want to change.
Thought process. Because see, we are talented in so many ways, we are gifted with so many good things, but most important thing that hampering us is our thought process. We are so limited in thinking. We are so negative in our approach.
Absolutely.
We cannot see good things coming to us. So unless we have a good thought, unless we feel the good vibes of what is happening around, I don't think it will be a blessing life.
Right.
That's it.
Yes.
If you weren't a businessman, what would you be? If you're not a businessman,
If I were not a businessman,
yes. Who would you rather be?
I would like to be a preacher, whether people listen or not.
Sure.
Because I will tell you one thing. Why I always speak, not preaching. Why I always speak is when I speak something responsibly. It doesn't mean whether you hear it nicely or not, but when I speak my inside out, it gives me something as sense to be responsible. And you do that. You also, the two of you, you try that. Always try to bridge the good things. Always try to talk about positive things.
Basically, a motivational speaker.
Whether the other one who is listening to you get good thing or not, but
Yeah.
definitely you will
Right.
get the good sense.
Right.
Okay. A preacher.
Next off.
Ode, what's your guilty pleasure?
My imagination.
That's a sexy question, right?
Yeah.
Being rich or famous? Which one do you prefer?
I will prefer rich.
Same here.
Being famous is nothing but
Who doesn't love to be rich?
but
Yeah.
something that you make yourself the
Yeah.
good side of life into a smaller part. By being famous, what you'll do, what you'll get, everybody will have a say on you. If you are famous, everybody has a right to comment on you. If you are famous, everybody has a right to discuss about you and your family gathering and your every here and there. So what's the use? I don't know. So many people are after becoming famous. They always want to be famous. I don't know what foolish sense they are getting out of it.
True that.
Being famous, of course, people don't want. But when you reach, when you become rich, and when you become wonderful person, you become rich. Your name become famous.
Right.
But by becoming famous, what they get? Isolation.
Right.
Now, I'm not famous. That's why I can go to the market. I can go anywhere. I can mingle with anyone. When you become famous, that life I wouldn't have.
Okay.
That pleasure I would get, right? So I think
Yep.
most of the viewers and especially the Naga youngsters don't be too fast trying to become famous.
Right. So, Uday, a secret that you hide from your lady wife?
Something your wife don't know about you. That's the question.
Exactly.
So see, the most wonderful thing in life is something that your wife doesn't know about you. Okay? So keep it a secret. And I'm telling two of you also. If someone know thoroughly about you, you are never a wonderful person. So keep that a secret.
Always the clever one.
Yes. And when she knows,
Always the
Trying
clever
to get
one.
away from her.
no, that's not trying to get away. That's I'm giving you tips. Always try to.
You're too clever for your own good.
No. Always try to be protective.
What is the place will find you on your day off? It's about time.
Yeah, it will be in my bedroom only. I'm very lazy, so whenever I get off, I will go to my bedroom. I will stay whole day, sleeping, and that's how I choose to spend my off days.
I know you're a generous person. Why do you give? Why do you love giving to others?
So actually, I'm not generous. I'll tell you about this. If you give me a little time,
Okay.
see, giving, it is actually of responsibility that I feel. Second thing is the way you understand
Right.
makes you give. And I tell everybody, whoever comes for donation, that even the little amount that I give also, I tell them I'm not rich. I'm giving it because I feel that it is important.
Right.
And I feel responsible of it. Otherwise, in this whole Kohima, how would you choose my place to come and share your problem? So maybe that's how I take myself, feel myself responsible towards what you are doing. So that's why I'm giving.
Thank you.
But in earlier days, in Dimapur, so many societies were there. So, and I was also very new to Dimapur. Whether I have or not, just because I want to get a good name, I will search. Even if people don't come, also I will go search around. Not big amount, but a small. I will always donate here, there, everywhere. And then one of my friend, he was sitting with me, and we were discussing about a upcoming program. There were some organizers. So I said I will give something, some amount. I mentioned. They left. After that, my friend asked me, "See, why are you always into donation?"
Interesting.
I had no answer. Then only something came to my mind. Am I not? Yes, who am I actually? Then I asked him, no, I cannot answer that. Please tell me, how do you feel? How do you find? And he said, first thing is your insecurity. You are insecure, that's why you are doing this. Secondly, if it is something, a habit of what you are doing,
Yeah.
then it's sure that you'll never become rich.
Right.
Then only I struck my mind, yes, first thing is insecurity. Just because I don't want people to say bad about me.
Right.
I was trying to buy.
Right.
Right? That's why I donated.
Interesting.
First thing.
Yes.
Second thing is the other one. If I'm doing it out of my own habits, then I'm getting nothing out of it. So donation, if you're giving away, if you're helping someone, don't try to get a good name out of it.
Yeah.
Or don't try to get something in return. Then of course I feel a little awkward also, but yes, that's where I learned, yes.
Yeah, like the Bible says, whatever you do with your right hand, don't let your left hand know, something like that.
Yep.
We want to spend more time with you. We want to spend some more moments with you, but we're actually running out of time. I want to wrap this inside 1 hour.
Okay.
Just two more questions left. Were you always wealthy as a kid?
No,
Okay.
my father was a pastor. You just imagine. He died when I was just hardly 1 year, 9 months old.
Okay.
After that, I had a very
Right.
poor childhood. After that, my mom again went for pastries. It was in Dobu, Tuisan district.
Oh.
So all my childhood was
Right.
there only. So
Okay. A quote you follow in life.
there are lots, but one thing always inspires me, that always gives me a good thought in my mind is to be happy in life. You need a little sense of humor and a dirty mind. I don't know how you will understand that.
That's a little logical.
But yes,
Yeah.
it's very motivating. If you want to be happy in life, have sense of humor. Okay. Second thing is have a dirty mind also. Because when you have sense of humor, you can grade everything
Right.
nicely. It will be very lovely.
Right.
But unless you have a dirty mind, you cannot think of the negative side of what is happening also, right? So to be careful, you should have a dirty mind always. Think of this one, that one. It's good.
Yeah.
Sure. Odi, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for sitting down and talking with us.
Yes, I'm more thankful to two of you. And I think we all need such time to discuss whether the other people think it or take it positively or not. We all should have something positivity in our thoughts, in our way of approach. And if few of us can change, I think Nagaland will change automatically.
Sure. Hopefully, when you're free, we can do this another day, one
We
fine
can-
day.
We can.
That's all we have for you guys. Our celebrity guest, Sir Moa Walling. Find us on Instagram at Let's Talk Epic. I'm your host, Deto Shokir. Peace.
Entertainment.